Get it? All right, shalom, shalom. True Hebrew Israelites coming week in, week out to preach this word and to push the downfall and destruction of America. Before we do all that, we give all praises, all honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Kakadash. Double honors be to our apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone. I can't tilt this. Double honors to our elders and apostles, bishops, GMS. Peace citation to the elders and alchemy of GMS and men that are like them, that is pushing word of truth and sincerity. Shalom, total select. So I'm the brother here from GMS Columbus, Ohio. Got the brothers over there at the prophet side. I'm gonna do my side camp, all right? Still pushing his word with truth and sincerity to come out and tell you Americans, you people, you sheeple out there, that the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the true Hebrew Israelites, all right? To get you jakes out them damn churches, zombie land, and to tell you that America's about to be fucked up, all right? This is our due diligence, all right? As Yahweh Shema Shai has told us to do. He told his men to do it, all right? We're here to prophesy, man, all right? This is what we're here to do, all right? You other people that's walking blindly better fall in a fucking ditch, all right? Because America is gonna get destroyed, whether you people like it or not. So it's a nice little warm day here. You know, the weather's finally breaking, all right? So it's feeling good. Praise Yahweh Shema Shai for the weather. You know what I mean? For anything, for real. So I got the first precept I wanted to pull out because I was thinking what I want to talk about, because I might look for some an article or something about impending destruction, about World War III, all right, which we know that's about to happen real soon. You got the situation with Iran, Israel, them small hats down there, in America, and tensions throughout the whole world. You have Russia, Ukraine, all right? It's still peace in the Middle East, as they would say, all right? There won't ever be peace in the Middle East until Yahweh Shema Shai tears this fucking place up, all right? So let me get this first precept real quick, since I mentioned it, out of 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 2. And like I said, our obligation is to go out to the highways and byways at least once a week. Whether what situation you're in, you have to be obligated through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai from the apostles and elder bishops' orders on down to do your weekly lessons, to do at least one sit down as a camp, all right? And Lord's will, we continue to do that tradition, all right? Like I said, we're to chant this place down, all right? So let me get this. This is 1 Timothy's 4:2. It says, preach the word, be instant, in season and out of season, reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine. All right, so it's a warm day, all right? Everybody's out, everybody's riding their bicycles. Even if it's fucking freaking rigid cold, still gotta go out. Now you can't be over righteous, and the Lord knows. You know, sometimes you can't, because there's been a few times, like GMS headquarters up top, they had to do a few indoor lessons for a few weeks in a row, because it was bad down there. All right, the Lord knows, man. You know, some cars breaking down. The Lord knows, man. He knows our struggle, all right? But we still have to do it, all right? It's what we was called to do. Now you got a lot of other camps that don't go out at all right? Their heads are elders. They don't obligate them to go out weekly, all right? So the GMS is the working camp, all right? And we expect it to work, all right? Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai, all right? And we love what we do. You know, there may be days where, you know, you're a little tired and shit, or you're a little weak, but you still got to get out and do it, all right? Instant, in season, and out of season, all right? Whether you like it or not, all right? Because our job is to chant this place down, all right? So let me get what I was thinking about. Since we did a quick our GMS Columbus Sunday class, we always do, you know, the books. We're in the book of Jeremiah. Now tomorrow, you know, next week, Lord's will, Lamentations, Ezekiel, going through the books, through the spirit, to get more of an understanding, you know, more history behind those great prophets, man, that did great work. Damn, it's kind of dark. Okay, let me see. I can't see shit. All right, we get Jeremiah 28 and 8, of course, oldie but goodie, you know what I mean? It's bright as hell out here too. It's Jeremiah 28, verse 8. All right, you know what? I want to start this, because we was in the book of Jeremiah, so let me get the first book, because I was always, the Lord has ordained us to be prophets, before this place was formed, all right? Like I said, we was going through the book. All right, I'm going to start at Jeremiah 1, verse 5. I'm going to start at 4. It says, then the word of the Lord Yahweh, and of course, and we can't hearken this, we can't kick this enough. Because, now Jake is starting, wake up a little bit, all right? A little tired and shit, you know how the weekends are. But now, the name, Yahweh, that's the true name. Yahweh Bahashem, in the name of Yahweh Shai. So we got to say that, because everything is through Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai. He's our mediator. All right, and that's extremely important. We might switch gears and talk about, the significance of Yahweh Shai, but like I said, we're gonna stay on topic. It's all through the spirit, you know what I mean? But Jeremiah 1 verse 5, before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. All right, and this is our due diligence. This is our job, man, a requirement. All right, it's not optional to not go out to the highways and byways, because we got to let you people know your judgment. Got to, and one way to do that is being out to the chief place. I get that too, Lord's will. But let me get Jeremiah 28 verse 8. All right, Jeremiah 28 verse 8. All right, so the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old. So this is traditional. All right, prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. This is our job, to let you people know. You so-called white people, you damn Edomites, y'all going into fucking slavery. All right, y'all going in strong, hardcore subjection, and then y'all get burnt up. Thus saith in the book of Obadiah. All right, I'll read it one more time. You got to lock the dust off some of these scriptures, man. It says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms. Is this not a great kingdom? All right, is this not America, the greatest so-called greatest kingdom or country of all time? Yes, it is, because the Lord has given this place great riches. All right, first and foremost, it was stolen. The land was stolen from us, the northern tribes, man. Gad, Reuben, Issachar, so on and so forth. The true biblical Israelites, not you damn crackers, man. You so-called white people and you heathens, man. And the Lord's about to wipe this place clean, man. Because the great lies that you've told, you changed Yahweh Shai into a so-called white man with long, stringy leprous hair. Leprous hair. All right, you have taken nations. You're taking which was all prophesied. All right, it's all prophesied. All right, that's why we're in this place. All right, now I'm thinking about Baruch, the 3rd chapter. All right, there's so much, there's so much to talk about nowadays. Because so much is happening, and people walking lackadaisical, people walking zombie land, because they think this shit's gonna hold. It's holding on to a string, all right, a spider string. See, these niggas gonna die. They don't have a clue as what's going on out here. They might look at us because we got the camera. We're pretty much prophesying into the wind, all right. But this ain't for everybody. This is an exclusive club for the elect of the Israelites, for the elect of the nation. All right, this ain't for everybody, man. All right, when Jake tastes that second death, that's when they can come into the fold. But right now, this is an exclusive club, all right, which is the hopeful elect, which I hope and pray I'm a part of. All right, that's why we fear Yahweh Bashem Al Shai. We fear the names. We fear our power. All right. And camps like to talk about this and that with pushing the law, which the law is important, but you're not going to be saved through the law. All right? That was the whole point of Howard Shai getting on that cross. He was the damn word I'm looking for. He was the sacrifice for us in our wrongdoing, man. All right? Now, when we get to the kingdom, the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahshua, is going to put the laws in our inward parts, which we're waiting for. I'm waiting for that, all right? Because Jake is tired of going off, tired of the bodies, these weak-ass bodies, all right? The wicked mental thoughts that you have, and that's all through, when we know through the Spirit, it's all demons that we fight every day. The demons we fight is a little more extreme, all right? Because we the only ones out here that's really pushing this truth. All right. See what I wanted to say. Oh yeah, you know what? I want to get back into the much to talk about. See. Oh yeah, I get Proverbs 121 real quick. All right, like I said, the importance of coming out here, showing your face. You're not wearing face masks or nothing. All right, we're out here and we're so-called civilians. So we got jobs, you know. We got jobs. We got some brothers got high-paying careers. We out here, but we have to do it. It says Proverbs 121. She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gate. In the city she uttered her word, saying. All right, this is we can't. That's why brothers get on IUIC so much. And there's an IUIC Columbus, Ohio somewhere, but them niggas probably in the hood, or they probably just started coming out since it's got warmer. You know, I've seen them once. Me and the brothers seen them once when we was coming up, when we was sitting at the whips about to dip out after camp. The niggas, there was like 4 of them, and I don't even call. Yeah, whatever. They came with these big ass cameras. Big ass, nice Nikon or something with a big ass light. And me and the brothers, we started laughing. I think they had the shirts, the little shirt fringes on, and we was starting to laugh like, cause they didn't know we didn't have our garments on. We don't display. Once we close up shop, we like to hit incognito, all right? Cause we, you know, like I said, we gotta move in and move out, shake and bake, move and groove. But these dudes got the shirts promoting some shit. You know how they are. Probably doing some street interviews. They try to interview us. And we was like, nah, we gravy, man. We know what y'all about. He said, and the other brothers, he said, yeah, we GMS. And once they heard GMS, it's like vomit to the ears, so to speak. All right, you know how it is. If you ever encountered, oh man, it's another story. You know, hey man, it starts through the Spirit. Remember years ago with GMS, Rochester, them brothers down there, and GMS, I think they was handing out waters where we was prophesying that, because it was during the time of the smack, so we had to kind of lay low during parks and stuff. So we encountered them dudes, and they was handing out waters and flyers. You know how they get down, and they didn't even shalom with us. We gave them a shalom. We shalommed them. See, we're not like you guys. We have some type of class. We have class, man. All right. We're not like them guys. Them guys don't. They didn't even look our fucking way. They probably nodded or something, but like, I thought we was all brothers. But they out here bullshitting, man. Handing out flyers and waters. Just do the work, man. All right. This is what Yahweh Shai told us to do from his heavenly Father. All right. Revelation 19 verse 10. And I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, see thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai. It says worship our power, for the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. So this is the spirit we need to be in. All right, they told our powers, our heads, you know, our powers of the whole, everything told us come out here and do this work and let these people know they're down for. And you can't, hey, you know, how you going? You can't fight the CEO, and your ass is gonna get lost. You're gonna get fired. You know. But that's the spirit we in, man. Start with our apostles and elder bishops through the spirit of our Lord. All right. Let's get another one real quick. What's that? All right, Iraq, I believe, what, 39? Let me see. Slovakia. You find it, Slovakia. Man, I know it's a rock. It's in the late chapter. I think 38 one. Let me see. What is it? 40? My eyes too. God damn, we gotta get out of here, man. New bodies, man. My eyes are fucking watering up. It is bright out here, though. Damn, Salak, you wanna find it? Oh yeah, there you go. $39 on one. Yep. Call law. All right, this is Sirach or Ecclesiastes out of the Apocrypha. All right, which, you know, we believe in, and it's in the book. It's part of the book. All right, people like to take it out. So much to talk about. The Edomites took them books out of the Holy Bible, which that is the part of the Bible is between Old and New Testament. It's because it had too much truth in it. All right, tells you about the Greek Empire. All right, and it also talks about the fucking the Caesars, you know, Alexander the Great, the freak. All right, so it talks about a lot. That's why they took that out. All right, and High Priest Ariah, what he said, I was looking at an Instagram clip, and he said, "You dumb white people, this book is going to condemn you. You should have got rid of it a longer time ago." You know, which is true. These dumb crackers, they act like they so high and mighty and so innocent. But this book is condemning these you Edomites. It's condemning a lot of people. It's condemning this whole world, this whole earth, man. All right, because everybody heard the Bible. That's the most read book on the planet, and it's the most sold book on the planet. So everybody knows that his system is crumbling. All right, this is why we come out here. All right, this is Sirach 39:1. But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient, and be occupied in prophecy. And that's what we do. Yeah. I'm not gonna say I can guarantee you. Let me get the definition of occupied real quick. All right, just a simple, you know, dictionary, Google search. It says, well, occupied. It says being used by someone. All right, and the scriptures tell you the mouthpiece of our Heavenly Father are the prophets. All right, like I said, you don't want the Heavenly Father to come down here, because it's not going to be pretty. I think the place is going. I think the whole world's going to blow up. You know what I mean? But you know. Because you don't want, the Lord is not gonna come down here, all right, off his throne when he's the king honcho, all right. He's gonna send his men to do it, all right. So it says being used by someone, it's being busy and active, all right. And things are happening every day. Like I said, the big thing so far, and also we already know what's to come next. All right, the big thing, the last few prophecies are happening through the Spirit. We already know America's about to go to war. All right, America's about to go to war. with the nations. All right, it's told that we can get that real quick. Yeah, let's just get on the war tip, since that's a hot topic right now, and people are scared. I read a lot of because the draft is coming up. People in the military trying to get the fuck out. They don't see any purpose of it no more. They don't see. They don't care about the free schooling, the little money. You get benefits in the military, but guess what? You gotta take your ass to overseas, because now these bitches don't understand it. These women don't understand that, and they're the ones that are really crying, because they know on a drop of a dime that they can get deployed. But you should have known that anyway. What the fuck you think the army is? It's a war machine. What you think you're just gonna go to the joint? And like I said, I've been in the army. I met idiots like that. I was deployed overseas, and I was in Poland when that shit was kicking off, and we had to extend the deployment because of the threats of Russia. So we had to stay there. People was crying and shit, and I'm laughing. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm mad as fuck that I had to be there in the first place, because Poland, it was. I mean, they treated me like a fucking third world citizen. All right, because I didn't take the schmack, and I had to they deployed my ass, and then and they kept me away, so to speak. And then people started waking up like, man, because they thought it kept me away like I was a fucking black plague. And which is all bullshit. Everybody's figuring it out. Niggas had double masks on their face. Niggas walking around with shields. Like it's not gonna it's gonna affect them. They said that them damn masks didn't do anything. But that was how idiotic you people are. This is literally the movie Idiocracy. People are dumb, son. They gotta do a little simple do a little have some fucking faith, man. All right, and real talk, man. And Lord's will, He continue to increase our faith, but our faith is being increased because of how much damage this place is taking. It's taking blows, man, left and right. This place can't take a break, so we can't take a break. All right, what was that? All right, so we got the definition. Now let's get Isaiah 13, because real talk, we're here to chant this place down. And you got a lot of, common people walking down the street, with their headphones in. They don't give a shit. They don't care about what's about to happen because they don't believe it. All right? But they walk around really in La La Land, which is cool, because it's not, this is for the elites are paying attention. They ain't in think tanks. They fucking pissed. They hate us, bro. They hate the prophets of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshua. All right? Because we the ones that's chanting this place down. And we in the end times, man, so it's beautiful. All right? We just got to hold on and keep the faith and keep doing the will of the Lord, man. And do everything to the best of our abilities. Lord's will, man. All right? I want this place going yesterday. All right? You can see pretty much the countless of, brothers, especially, brothers. And, well, I'll say this, I'm going to say this around the world through the Spirit. Brothers, brothers ready for this shit to go, man. This place has to go. Like a beautiful point, which we know through the Spirit, Elder P said, in order for us to get into the kingdom, this place, there's a big fucking, a big block that's in the way of us getting the kingdom, the new bodies, all right? And that's what you call Babylon the Great, which is constantly falling, all right? NATO don't want to fuck with them either. That's talked about in Revelation 17. Our Lord's will get that, but let me get this real quick. Sick of this place, man. You should be too, if you in your right state of mind, all right? Because people are slowing down. People are, especially our people, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Jake is really in La La Land, all right? They don't want this. majority of them niggas don't want this place to go down. Man, where am I looking for? Isaiah 13:1. All right. This is the burden of Babylon, which Isaiah, the son of Amos, did see. All right, Babylon. This is the new Babylon. All right, Babylon the Great. Ball confusion. This is a big ball of confusion. All right, all the nations over here looking smacked. Might I add you? Got Moab, Ammon up here buying up everything. You got these damn Elamite. I fucking hate Elam, man. I don't know who's worse. I mean, of course, Esau, Edom, our chief enemy. But looking at a damn dumbass Elamite, which, you know, all right, whatever. For the most part, it don't bother you. But I live around a lot of them. I hate Ham. Oh, Ham is smack. Ham is smack. But they buying up all the subway. Every subway I see in Columbus, Ohio, in the surrounding areas, they all Elamites. Like they got a fucking monopoly or something out here. And you know why? Another reason is because Esau, Edom, gives them all this money and all these grants. They didn't do that for the Israelites. All right, niggas really had to build up from this place. All right, which, you know, I'm gonna have to get that too in Baruch. I says, lift you up a banner. All right, a standard. All right, upon the high mountain. All right, the high mountains, the high places. You know, your nobles. You know, they're paying attention to us. Everybody else don't really. Yeah, they might come up and ask a couple questions, but at the end of the day, they don't believe anything that comes out our mouth until shit start popping off, of course, which it really is. Going back to my story, Lord's will. It says, exalt the voice. I mean, lift your voice up. And I'm thinking about another precept in Isaiah. Unto them, shake the hand that may go. Excuse me, I can't see shit. Let me read it one more time. Isaiah 13:2. This is, lift you up a banner upon a high mountain. Exalt the voice unto them. Shake the hand that they may go into the gates of the nobles. And who the gates of the nobles? And how do you do that? You don't do that. All right, like I said, you got the unicorn. You know, because the Lord created the internet for us to push this word, to kick this truth. And you got, mind you, you know, you got other camps, pretty much. They out there on the internet, highways and byways, but they not teaching what needs to be taught. People gotta know about what's about to happen. People gotta know that World War III is imminent. All right, if people are scared, women are. I'm telling you, when that draft pops off, they get the letter in the mail or they get a phone call and say, "Yo, hey, you able-bodied." Like I said, selection. What's that? What's the shit? Selective service was only for males that was 18 to 25 years old. So I fit the description back in the day. All right, and you got to serve. You got your 8 years of active. I don't know about of active duty. I don't know about if it's because reserve got different requirements, and their years is not like our years because they only work 2 weeks out of the year until they fucking deployed. But yeah, you do your so-called 8 years, and then you lose that selective service. But that don't mean nothing. They still can get your ass. All right, that shit's about to get out the window because Trump is about to sign some executive orders. All right, because them niggas will go to war, man. There's not no if and a but about it. No, it's gonna happen. It's said in the scriptures. Let me get that. It says, we man, well, just kick it through the spirit, stay on this war path. Oh man, because it's happening, man. It's Revelation chapter 11 and 4. No, hold on. 14 is it? Yep. All right. So Revelation 11 and 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. Now we all know the word woe means destruction. All right. All right. And we know that the second woe already passed. It was in the late 30s, early 40s, World War II. Now the third woe is coming up, which less than 100 years later, so to speak. If my math might be off 80 something years, whatever. But either way, it's coming quickly. And people wasn't ready for this. All right, we was talking about this earlier. That patriotic spirit, that shit's gone. All right, that shit is gone. Nobody cares. Nobody believes in it, in being patriotic. That shit's bullshit. All right. Now back in the day, when that bullshit happened in 9/11, that's what spun everybody up. Excuse me. That's what spun that spirit up. That patriotic spirit. I want to fight for my country and blah, 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 and I want to get them back. Get the fuck out of here. That whole shit was some bullshit. And people know that too. But it's funny because they just turn a blind eye. And they turn a blind eye to everything. Because some people sitting good. They got food in their house. They got electricity, video games, nice fat cars, fat house, nice little woman on the side. So people straight. They don't want to get out of sleep. They don't want to wake out of sleep, man. Especially our people, man. All right, our people are the most dazed and confused people on this earth, man. And what I mean by that is, because all these other Elamites, Ham, them niggas smacked. Ammon, Moab, them niggas are smacked out their minds. But I mean, Jake just drunk the Kool-Aid so much, so good and sweet. Get a good ass cup of Kool-Aid is ice cold with some sugar. Sugar. No, niggas put heavy-handed with the sugar. With Kool-Aid. Hey, I was too. You know what I mean? Or get a nice little bottle of Ya Yizzle, give them Yayan. Take off your boots. But Esau gave them that good feeling juice, and they drunk it up, and they got addicted to it. They got addicted to being niggas. All right, but we were not sent over here in America to thrive. All right, to be millionaires. Those ball playing niggas, them actors and actresses. All right, they're just selling you a pipe dream, or rappers. Oh, that's all bullshit. You want to sit here, even though we're very talented, all right? But in the past, we all know about past 10, 15 years, music and movies is dog shit. We know by that, we know by design. So the spell is wearing off on America, so to speak. Because it's like, movies suck. Food is terrible. You got human meat consumption. People are eating, so much to talk about. Esau is preparing people for cannibalism. This shit is real, man. You got barium oxide, you got metal particles in the air, chemtrails. Man, this place sucks. Like my man Todd said, this place sucks, man. You still want to be out here and try to thrive, and you're smacked, But like I said, this is only for the few, all right. The remnant, which is the hopeful elect of the Israelites, not for everybody else, man. But let me get that. Sold you that Babylon juice, man. So let me get what am I thinking? Back in Isaiah 30. I like to go to this a lot, man. Then we jump to Baruch, Lord's will, and we get back into the spirit, Lord's will, back into this thing that's popping off in Iran and the so-called Middle East. This is Isaiah 30:1. This is, woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord Yahweh, that take counsel but not of me. All right. And the so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans didn't take counsel from our power. All right. We didn't take counsel to our Lord. Hell, we was in a vegetative state too, zombie land, until we woke up. When some people woke up, different parts of their life, So people and our people are extremely rebellious. That's why we're in the position we're in now. there wouldn't be no need for prophets if we were to not be so goddamn hard-headed and stiff-necked. But that's all prophecy. That was meant to happen. All right. Like I said, it's meant to happen, man. That's why we stuck here, man. Until our Lord Yahweh gets here and delivers us, man. Ooh, man. But back at it, it says, take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin. Hey, that's us, man. In a nutshell, because the only ones who was given the ability to sin was the ones that received the covenant, which was us, the Israelites. All right. Now Esau is gonna get fucked up for his infractions because he, first and foremost, he disrespected our Heavenly Father and His Son. You already know he got a list that goes into the fucking hemisphere of all the things he's done. You know, he put us, even though it's prophesied, he put us blacks, Spanish, Native Americans in some strong subjection. Then he tried to cover it up. Then he tried to say he's the true Israelites. Them damn rats down there, which that doesn't make what my man Cam say. Computing, it's not computing. The computers are not computing because it doesn't add up. That shoe don't fit on them damn hook noses, and they know that. It's just you don't, and you people waking up to it, you know, because the veil is being uncovered, and that's the heavy lifting is from us. We'll tell it to their face, and we're not scared to do it, because those are the gates of the noble, so to speak. All right, because they own every goddamn thing. It says, verse 2, they walk to go down to Egypt, and then I asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. All right, trust in the shadow of Egypt. Didn't that hundreds of years ago? They're doing it now. All right, so like a revolving door for us, man. That's why we keep going to these captivities. Egypt, Syria, Babylon, Medo-Persian, Greeks, the Romans. In Romans times, the Romans reincarnated, which is America. Because we about to get the fuck up out of here, though. All right. Like I said, these ball playing niggas, these rappers, they go out and try to make you think you can get up in there, which that ain't how that works. Unless you want to do some shit, man. And that shit's off, man. But this is Baruch. Three and 8. Group 3 and 8. It says, behold, we are yet this day in our captivity. Are we not in our captivity? Are we sovereign yet? Are we able to be actual free? No, we gotta wake up every fucking morning, pay bills, and be in subjection. That's not free. That's not sovereign. All right. We gotta adhere to Esau's bullshit laws, which don't serve no purpose. This is it, man. We're not here to thrive, man. Contrary to popular belief. It says, behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse. All right, we got scattered throughout all nations. All right. So you got Israelites, which is told us, of course, in Deuteronomy 28 and 64. We got scattered throughout all nations. Elam, Ishmael, Ham. So you got Israelites that look like everybody. Esau, of course. You got Israelites that look like everybody, man. All right, so that's why we push that strongly, because that's the truth. Because it doesn't make sense for us to just look like John Shaft. All right, the Lord has put us in every captivity. They took a hold of our women. Our women are getting popped by Edomites now. I mean, excuse me. Them bitches there, they're getting popped, but those are Edomites, you know. because you know the men carry the seed. So you got chocolate covered Edomites too. That look like us, look like me. But you know, we go around, we spread seed. All right. I was gonna watch a little documentary, but I already know what's up, because we went down there, especially in Vietnam time, and them chicks was digging us, man, and we was popping them shorties, man. You know, Jake was getting busy. Jake get busy all the place. But read that one more time. Baruch 3:8 says, "Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments." Ooh-wee. Are we not subject to payments? Do we have to pay our bills once every month? You know, multiple fucking bills. Jake run out of fucking money, man. This place sucks, man. But you want to live and retire. The system sucks, man. You want to live and work until you're fucking 60. Then you can retire, but at the time you retire, you old. You can't do nothing. You know? And then you collect, which Social Security is starting to go up again. I thought it was like at 66, man. I might be at like 70 now. You know? So figure that shit out, you know? But Jake won't be here. Talking about, we might be here another 30. Man, get the fuck out of here. I mean, if it is, it is, but I highly doubt it. You know, the times are speeding up. You can't keep up with the time now. The Lord is speeding up time. It's said about that in the scriptures. The time is being sped up for the hopeful elect, and people are figuring that out too. It says, subject to payments according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from our Lord Yahweh. All right. So this is the reason why. All right. We shed a lot of blood, so to speak. All right. Now we're trying to get it back through who? Yahweh Shai, which is our mediator. All right. But before that, you get up out of this joint, things gonna have to pop off. Which right now, World War III is on the cusp. And people are getting nervous out here, man. So I want to find see if we can find a quick article. Type in World War III imminent. See what pops up. I'll read this real quick. Oh yeah, I'll read this. So as of March 2026, simple AI, which I don't know how long they're gonna keep that up. That what's that, Chat GPT? Man, that joint be going crazy. I don't know how long Esau's gonna keep that up. Well, we about to be off the internet and off the streets very soon. We ain't gonna be out here too long. Hell, it's gonna be martial law. We ain't gonna be up in the midst of that shit. All right, niggas gonna still try to go to clubs. You know, Jake. They gonna try to sneak their way in and get in the bottle, hitting, breaking curfew and shit. You know. Yeah, things are popping off, man. So, as of March 2026, concerns about a potential third world war are elevated due to ongoing conflicts in Ukraine and the Middle East, alongside heightened tensions between the U.S., China, and Russia. All right, China and Russia is a part of BRICS nations. That's a nice looking squirrel. And Russia, while experts warn of increasing risks, a global conflict is not considered immediately imminent because it has to build itself up. It has to, you know how you make a meal. You know, it starts with layers of flavor, and your base layers, and you add on from there until it's done. You know, you make stewed chicken ain't getting cooked in 25 minutes, so you know it has to continue to stir up, which is constantly happening every day. Especially when the nigga Trump got in office, that nigga been going crazy. But y'all voted for them. You got niggas at the voting booth, man. You got niggas still talking about voting. You people are asleep, man. Niggas still talking about the next president. Man, that shit's dead. Like America. It says, a global conflict is not considered immediately imminent, although regional escalation and direct clashes remain major risks. Yeah, so like I said, it's got to warm up. It's warming up. It's getting hotter and hotter. So current global flashpoints and risks, 2026, Middle East escalation, recent sharp escalations involving joint strikes by the U.S. and Israel against Iran. Yep, that was that's the flavor of the week, so to speak. And we talking about this years ago. He said, man, because things really gonna pop off when Iran got involved. We was talking about this years ago. America didn't even want to step into Pakistan. All right, years, you know. That's why them niggas was in Afghanistan. You know, they didn't even want to step in Pakistan, let alone Iran. You see, as Middle East escalations, recent sharp escalations involve joint strikes by the U.S. and Israel against Iran have increased fears of a wider regional war. Russia-Ukraine conflict, of course, that's been going on since 2014. Recent sharp, the ongoing war and potential for NATO involvement are viewed as direct pathway to a larger global conflict. And we know who's involved with NATO. All right, big bad America. That whole conglomerate with the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, which was in the 50s, made up just to combat Russia. You know, so they got a conglomerate, which is told in Revelation, the scriptures. All right, and they got together, they band up, and they said they're gonna protect each other. So shit's popping off, man. Which we know that, you know, just to, you know, God damn, excuse me. You know, but a lot of people don't even know why NATO banned up, you know, because some of them niggas America went to war with. Oh yeah, let me give Revelation, because this is about to happen too. Because when America, especially Germany, they just got and what's that gentleman calling about? Because they're technically still at war. That's why you got military installations, American military installations in Germany. It's pretty much a stop treaty, you know, to stop war. They're still at war with Vietnam, so to speak. Afghanistan, it just stopped it. Which that's about to erupt, because NATO's getting tired of fucking big bad America. They starting to see they don't need them niggas no more. Oh, man. At least lucky. Yeah, they getting fed up with the pride of this place, and that's another thing the Lord hates. The Lord hates a prideful place or people. And America is the most prideful country or kingdom on earth. Right along with the nigga one. Revelation 17:16. He says, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, okay, that's the conglomerates of NATO, all right, which is more now, okay. The 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. So they're gonna turn missiles on America. Everybody's gonna tear this. This place is gonna get hit from sea to shining sea. And I'm gonna close out in a couple minutes. All right. But Yeah, man, it's a beautiful times we living in, man. All right, NATO's about to turn on America. It's about to get busy. Yahweh Shemir Shah is about to send his troops to the Valley of Yehoshaphat, as talked about in Joel. Oh, and it's gonna be exciting to see, man. Lord's will, us brothers continue to endure, continue to prophesy until the Lord gets us off the streets, man. And it's very soon. All right, Yahweh Shai is coming. America's about to be destroyed. All right, Israel, them niggas about to get fucked up, and you niggas about to see it. All right, y'all gonna see it when they take that food away. You know, you can read about that 2nd Ezra 15th chapter, 2nd Ezra 16. Those are all prophecies, man, which is about to happen, which is happening. So with that, Lord's will, you was edified, giving all praises, all honor, glory. So Lord willing, Salakia, Lord willing, you was edified, giving all praise, all honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Kakadash. Double honors be to our apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to the elders and Akim GMS. And men that are like him, that's push the road with truth, that's the city. Shalom to those elect, Bible Bull.